Once upon a time, there was a young man who was very intelligent. You could see him at his desk now, writing or sitting on his bed, leaning against his headboard, reading, studying. And people knew that he was intelligent, and people knew that he was going to be a doctor someday. If you got him talking, he'd tell you about starting his work at an emergency room, all the people he'd meet, and all the lives he wanted to save. And this man was also a very handsome man. He stood tall, blonde hair, bright blue eyes, eyes like water reflected on a scalpel. He dressed well, always looked impeccable, and he had a wide open smile. His mother never told him to brush his teeth every day. And this man was a charming man, and most would have been able to see that he would have been a good doctor. He was raised well, given the best of everything, and he was still taught the value of work. And as you got to know him, you'd see that he'd hold open the doors for you, listen intently, pay the bill, laugh at your jokes. In fact, this man was so charming, so kind, that you'd never see him yell, never see him get angry. He never swears, never cries, never laughs too hard, never has too much fun. He's like a Ken doll. You can be mean to him. You can steal from him. You can rape him. That's a part of his charm. He was so charming, so lifelessly charming. Just once, I wanted to be able to grab his broad shoulders and shake him, dig my fingers into his flesh, maybe break a nail, maybe bring some pain into his life. I wanted to grab him, to shake him, to tell him that he needed to feel this pain. He needed to feel it, because without it, he couldn't feel the joy, the bliss, the ecstasy of life. When he saves his first life on the operating table, when he falls in love, when his first child is born, these are things that will all register in his mind. He will understand these things for what they are, but otherwise, they will mean nothing to him. How do I tell this charming man, this handsome man, this intelligent man, that he's not living life right? How do I explain these things? How do I explain the color blue to a blind man? That's